How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to the channel and happy Monday. I hope you guys are having an amazing day. So today I want to talk about XPENG Motors stock, or ticker symbol XPEV, and they are offering 40 million American depository shares according to this article. I'm on investors.com, and you guys could see that this was just announced today. And again, they're seeking $2 billion because that 40 million American depository shares, they're going to be worth around 1.9 billion in net proceeds for the company. So this is going to be used to fund research and all this and that, and that number could hit 2.2 billion if underwriters including Credit Suisse and JP Morgan exercise an option to purchase an additional 6 million ADS. So this is what XPENG said in the securities filing. They have to disclose this information to investors. The emerging rival to Tesla and NIO in the world's biggest electric car market, which is where those companies are right now selling the most cars in, expects to use 30% of proceeds to fund EV research and development. So this is what some of that money is going to be used for, which is great. So if they want to remain competitive with other EV makers and tech companies in general, they have to innovate. They have to keep funding and evolving as a company, as a brand. So that's one way they can do that. And I also want to remind you guys, if you're new to my channel, definitely subscribe if you enjoy this content. If you want to stay updated, hit the bell for notifications so you guys don't miss out on future videos. Also, leave a like and comment on this video. That will help me so much. You guys are so amazing for the recent support you guys have shown me. But definitely do that. It'll help push this video out there and show it to other people. Now I want to mention the rest of this article just to kind of give you a recap of what happened today. But it's earmarking another 30% for sales and marketing. The remaining share will be equally split between strategic investments and working capital needs. So industry watchers expect China EV sales data to be out early Tuesday. That comes after NIO disclosed that November deliveries more than doubled. Wow, that's huge right there. NIO disclosed that November deliveries more than doubled. Yeah, that's amazing. And XPENG more than quadrupled year-to-date deliveries of XPENG's P7 sports sedan and G3 compact SUV jumped 87%. So Li Auto, another Chinese company that's in the EV sector, saw November sales rise 26% sequentially after kicking off production this year, which is it's great. Tesla is the big unknown, but optimism is high for very strong November sales in China. So again, that EV sector over there is responsible for the majority of EV sales and deliveries. Now here's my plug. There's a link in the description of my video. Check it out. You will get 4 free stocks, but this is only for a limited time, and these stocks are worth between anything like $800 to $1,600. I mean, just depends on your chances and stuff, what you receive. You can start trading on your phone or computer using the Webull app. And yeah, now let's talk about recent price actions. So as you guys can see, the MACD line has actually been crossed. So it looks like we're headed for a run up. I mean, this is pretty bullish because these lines are moving up. The last time that happened, we had a big increase in price. So we went from like $43 all the way to 75, 70, 74. I want to highlight some similarities with this bull run right here that happened from when they went from 42 to 77. Is that the MACD lines crossed at this point right here, and as you can see, if you look at the RSI, you pay attention. I hope this doesn't really cover up right here. There's like a bunch of like little things. That's why sometimes I don't like TradingView, because it just, when you're trying to like look at something. Okay, so here I'm gonna try to zoom in as well. You can see that the RSI was it looks like what we're experiencing right now during the beginning of the week. But I'm gonna like draw this area right here. I'm gonna draw a circle right here on the RSI indicator. Now look at what happens with the MACD lines. They end up crossing around here and they start moving up. So you guys can see this. It's kind of hard to see, but they end up crossing somehow right here at this level, and that's what starts this bull run. So it looks like we're experiencing something similar to that, because if you go back here, this RSI movement right here, it looks a lot like back here. Now, oh wow, okay, so let me go back here. I hate when I have the paintbrush thing. It just sometimes when I'm moving the chart, it starts drying everywhere. But yeah, you can see how it looks pretty similar right here. This RSI looks like it's just staying stagnant. What if it just starts moving again and it goes into the overbought territory, and now you have a bunch of price action moving? So I mean, the reason why that's not so far-fetched is because, like, again, if you look at the, let me go back so I can see the MACD. When you view the MACD, you can actually see how they end up crossing right here and moving up. So we could see some movement because of that, but who knows? I mean, going from $48 to 57, that's still very possible. I mean, we saw that earlier in the past couple of weeks. We ended up actually going to $56 on December 2nd. So it's not too far-fetched to say that we're going to retest those levels and get back up there. So again, XPEV actually doesn't have that much institutional ownership going on for it. Like 10% of the shares that are out there are owned by institutions, so like hedge funds, mutual funds, and stuff like that. So this is only updated until quarter three, end of quarter three, which ended September 30th of 2020. So you can see that Aspects Management, Capital World Investors, Alibaba Group Holding, they're the only ones that have major stakes in XPEV. When you compare the amount that institutional owners have of XPEV when compared to NEO, there's a huge difference. Like NEO, there's like 42%. Can you see that? 42% of the shares out there are outstanding are owned by institutional investors, because there is institutions like Bailey Gifford, BlackRock, and the Vanguard Group, which own around 30 million each or more. So yeah, there's a possibility that XPEV can bring short-term growth, a lot of it too, because there's a lot less institutional money coming in right now so far. Who knows, there may have been a lot of shares being bought during that run-up that we saw from $43 to 57. So that's probably why that's going to kind of be reflected in the quarter four disclosures and stuff. I know it looks like we're getting lower lows right here, as you can see, because the wick on the 2nd of December went down to as low as $45, $45.88, and earlier in the trading day today, we actually ended up wicking down all the way to $44, so close to 43. So we were getting under 44, which is kind of scary, especially if you bought at the top. But this stock is definitely staying above that previous support level, which there's a ton of support here, as you can see. I'm going to try to draw it, but there's a lot of support around $39 to $42, and we are staying above that though. But we will be retesting the resistance, I think, at $57. We will try to make a move back up there, and if it gets rejected, then we're probably going to create more consolidation around $48, $49. So that's what I see happening here in the near future. But I am not a financial advisor, and this is not financial advice, and you guys should not buy or sell anything because of anything I say on my videos. I make these videos for fun and therefore entertainment purposes only. So yeah, this is a hobby of mine. That's my disclosure. Anyway, so it could go back up to $57, but there's a lot of resistance there, so I doubt that can happen. And if it does happen, we could have a short sell-off take place because people want to get their profits. Now that we've been kind of on the downtrend, people will be happy to just even ride up to 57 and sell from there. And if some people are looking to sell because of fear in the market, because of regulations and what's going on with delisting and stuff, which I don't think these companies are going to ever be delisted because they're staying compliant, and they're going to remain compliant. Hopefully the Chinese government doesn't intervene with these companies and blocks them from being audited. But I think that we will continue to be trading these companies, especially on the US exchanges. There's a lot of institutional money moving these companies around, so there's a lot at stake here, and I see this affecting it short term, but in the long term I think these stocks could actually recover from what's going on from these red days. But yeah, like I said, this is not financial advice. The stock could actually try to retest that $57 resistance and quickly get rejected. But we will, if it does happen, I can see there being consolidation at $49 to $51. So it looks like there's some support here at $51. Again, let me know your opinion, where you see the stock going in the future. Now you can tell me in the short term, do you see the stock closing above $50 at the end of 2020, or do you see it below 50 by then? And what is your take on NEO Day? Do you think NEO Day is gonna affect XPENG and Li Auto in terms of price movement? Because so far recently, when NEO does something crazy where there's a lot of optimism for the EV sector as it relates to those companies over there, it usually moves up the other competing companies like XPENG as well. So last time XPEV, when they released their quarter earnings, it moved up NEO. So who knows, something similar like that could happen due to optimism overall. And remember, NEO is expected to reveal their E7 sedan, which is supposed to be game changing or something. So who knows what's gonna happen? I can't tell the future. Only God knows the future. God bless you all. Hope you all enjoyed this video. I'll definitely see y'all later. Peace out.